It's tough out there when you go visit theme parks. Ryan had no idea I was going to pull this story up. He hates surprises, number one, but I think he might appreciate this one. Florida man grabs guest by the neck after mistaking that he was cutting the line for a Walt Disney World bus. It's crazy what's going on over there at the Magic Kingdom at Disney. So the story goes, a Brazilian man who doesn't speak English. So a family was getting off the bus and they realized they were getting off at the wrong resort. And the bus driver says, just come right back on. And as they turned around and walked back on, this guy from Brazil who doesn't speak English grabbed the guy by the neck, began throwing punches and swinging on him, thinking that he cut in line. They tried to explain to the man that they weren't cutting in line. He didn't understand. The man was soon arrested by the Mickey Mouse police and felt ashamed. Yeah, the victim said he felt ashamed, nervous, and embarrassed after the incident. It says, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't want to like butcher it, but he says who is Brazilian.
Oliveira, who's Brazilian native, speaks only Portuguese.
Yeah, so that's what happened. He was arrested. He admitted to grabbing the back of the victim's jacket, but denied grabbing the neck. Told Disney security guard who acted as a translator, according to the arrest report. Disney World firefighters were also called to evaluate the victim. And then the Brazilian man was taken to jail. He was charged with a misdemeanor battery, and he took a plea deal where he pleaded no contest and was sentenced to 2 days in jail with credit for the 2 days already served. He was ordered to pay $474 in fine and court costs.
And hopefully go home.
Could you imagine, though, like, you're getting ready to take your family to a theme park and, like,
and you make some Brazilian chump who doesn't speak English and doesn't understand what's going on just starts beating the crap out of your dad while you're there or something.
I know, and you're, like, watching this. You're like, Dad, what do we do?
To be fair to this Brazilian man, look, I don't go to Disney World for obvious reasons. However, from a lot of people that I know who go there very often, the public transportation system has been abysmal, and it's just continued to get worse in terms of people waiting, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour sometimes. Yes, hours for these buses to come and take them to whatever resort or whatever place they're trying to go. From what I've heard, it's gotten incredibly bad. So, you know what? Maybe this guy was waiting forever. Maybe he was pissed off because of that. Maybe he just snapped. Yeah. But I mean, personally, look, one of the things that aren't my favorite things about theme parks are, look, they're tourist destinations. You can have a bunch of different people from all over the country and all over the world. And sometimes you're going to have a bunch of people who don't speak any English whatsoever. They can't read any signs. They have no concept of what would be proper in our culture or not. And they're just annoying as hell when they're there. They're standing right in front of everything. They're blocking the way here. They don't understand when they're supposed to move. I'm not going to lie. It drives me absolutely crazy.
It does. It does. I will say one thing. Years ago, years before lockdowns, years before all that stuff, I did go to Shanghai Disney years before, a YouTube channel. I didn't know what anybody was saying, and I wanted to ride the Pirates of the Caribbean ride because it's completely different and it's freaking awesome there. I couldn't understand. They did have some English signs, and every now and then somebody would come on the loudspeaker speaking heavy, broken Asian accent English, but I didn't know what to do, so I ended up wandering through the exit and just getting on the ride, and no one said anything to me. I just wandered around, and like then when he got off, I was like, "That's the entrance. This is a freaking long line." I didn't know. Just wandered around. They probably looked at me like this big dumb looking guy just wandering. Just let him ride and get him out of here. We don't want no trouble.
They probably thought you had a condition, let the big Godzilla man go, like whatever. Yeah,
I'm telling you, nobody. I kept looking at people like here, and they're like, they just nodded their head, and I just went and sat down. And
Can we also like look at this headline? So just to be clear, these two guys were both on vacation. The Brazilian man who doesn't speak any English, only Portuguese, Like, is he an American citizen? Does he live here in Florida or does he live in Brazil? I don't know if they get into that,
I
but
don't
like they
know.
say he's Brazilian. So, but
Yeah.
the headline is Florida man, as if some like a Florida man, like a random Florida man who's grabbing gators.
No,
So like
he
this,
lives in Winter Garden.
oh, he
Yeah,
does. Okay.
Leonardo. He's 47 of Winter Garden. Grabbed the victim by the back of the neck and yanked him backward at the Disney Yacht Club Resort. No, yeah, he swung with a closed fist at the victim's neck, grabbed him from the back. And then he felt ashamed, nervous, and embarrassed. Be careful out there when you visit those theme parks, I tell you. Be careful.